Okay, so you might be in a game, right? You're gonna be on a menu. In this menu, it has a game. It has a satellite, right? And it's gonna have a menu, right? You see it?
Yeah.
Now, now what you're gonna want to do is you can hit. There's gonna be start a new adventure, start a new creative. You're gonna want to start a new adventure game.
For solo or co-op?
Co-op. Actually, you're gonna have to push it as a
As solo.
yeah.
To start a new adventure game?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get down to some rules. Astroneer is a game where you basically spawn on planets. There's one of 7 planets. On this planet, you're going to have resources there's a primary resource and a secondary resource. But also on this, you're going to have oxygen and power. Now, there's a twist. You're going to need to be... Now, it's going to become annoying in the very first phases of the game, but we're going to need to use something called tethers. And tethers are these things that you use to expand your oxygen network. You need oxygen to survive. You can only survive about 60 seconds off of a tether. Be careful, as if you're not careful, you will suffer pretty adequately if you are not on a tether. So I'll be joining in. You'll probably see me try to spawn in. I am landing right now. Now, when you landed, you may not notice this. Did you see any, like, purple machines?
No, I wasn't paying attention, I don't think.
Oh, that's a gateway engine. And it's right there! Dude, that's right there. You see that little blue beacon in the sky?
Where?
By the way, I should probably tell you this. Oh my god, I forgot. I haven't played this game in a while. If you press right on D-pad, hold down right on D-pad, and then hold up on R3, you're gonna see compass. Now,
Yeah.
if you want a quick open compass, you just press R3. Do you see how your character has these little lines going to this shelter?
Yeah.
That's your oxygen. And there's gonna be a little blue backpack on you. See it? Now, you see that little blue bar? It's gonna start going down, and that's your oxygen level. See it kind of starting to go down? So, to refill, you're going to want to connect. Now you might be wondering, how the hell do you play this game if you're going to do that? I'll show you. Well, first, you're going to need this thing called the oxygenator. Luckily, this game gives us one for free. Now, when I started, they didn't actually have this mission shit over here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, this is a shelter. If you die, you're gonna respawn back here. So, when you build your base, you're gonna have these little panels. There's gonna be 4 tiers. There's small, medium, large, extra large. Now, on one of these, you're gonna see these little tiny red outlets. By the way, when you walk around, hold down L2, you're gonna see a little circle. Hit R3 to move that, and it's a cursor. See, can you see me moving this cord around?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is a cord. So to make this work, you have to plug it into a device. Like this right here, it generates power naturally, but it doesn't generate a whole lot. It's gonna generate like 1 unit of power per minute. So you take your R2 and you go to your cable, and then you just go, boom, done. Simple like that. These cables, if you look on the left of them, you'll see a blue strip going through them. Those act as oxygen lines. That only works if there's an oxygenator connected to the system. Tapper? What the hell is a tapper? I've never heard of the tapper before. Must be new.
Yeah, we need it.
Okay. So first things first. We're stuck. We cannot do anything here, but we have to go find resources first. What is this? Must be a tap device. Oh, that's an exocache. Oh, this is. We need to find something called compound and resin. Now, compound, I'm going to show you what a resource node looks like. So you see how this is like all like this? You can actually deform the terrain. To do this, you press square to pull out your terrain gun. Kyle, be careful about doing this. I don't know if I should even tell you that. So on this mode that looks like an arrow going down, it's going to dig. If it's square, it's going to flatten. And if you hit R2 when it's flattening, it will stay on that level and it'll flatten as long as you have soil. If you press R1 again or L1 again, it goes to an arrow looking up. It'll use your soil to build up. But we don't have tanks yet. This right here, this macaroni cheese looking stuff right here, this is called resin. To harvest, all you gotta do is press square, and you'll see that, and you just press R2 to dig. And it takes a little bit, but you'll get it. Now, you'll know that there's a resource to harvest when you use your cursor, and there's a little symbol. For example, right now, resin, if you hold your circle on this, actually, probably you should get back real quick. If you hold your circle on a spot and you see a little another emblem above that, that means there's a resource. So like, put your circle on this over here. You see how there's like a pentagonal flower looking thing with 5 dots surrounding it, and the dot in the center?
Yeah.
That is the symbol for organic. Now this, like, all the resources have their own symbols. For example, resin symbol looks like a little dot with 8 lines coming from the center that are squared off like that. See how that does that?
Yeah.
Alright. So, resin can be used to make small canisters, platforms, and they also can make these things called oxygen filters, which will give you an unlimited amount of oxygen, only for about, I'd say, about a minute or two. That canister is good. To pick it up, if you see how it says small canister, press R2 to select it, or you can hit L2 and hover over it, and you can press R2 to pick it up. Now, to collect it, you can press triangle, like that. Or, watch this. See how I have it hovered? I can actually just, boop, put it right back on your backpack. And to open your backpack, you press circle. Can you, wait, do you see how mine come off? Does mine come off for you, or?
There you go.
Circle.
Yeah.
So your backpack is going to have 8 slots. There's going to be 2 slots, one in the top left, top right. You could put special things, like for example, if you put a light up on the left slot right there. Actually, I'm gonna share screen, that way I can show you. So yeah, just put this pin in picture. The game is slow to start, but it gets pretty cool pretty fast. So you see how there's like this little spot right here? If I were to put a lamp and I press L1, it would turn it off and on. On your gun, you're gonna find 3 more slots. I would use these for drill mods and terrain gun mods. Alright. Now, luckily, I know how to play this game, and I know basically where to start, because when the game starts, it just puts you down like that onto the world. You basically, it doesn't tell you anything. I'm gonna clear this area over here. So first, what we need to start doing is our first big mission is to basically get off the planet. There are 7 planets in the game. Each of them have different levels of difficulties. You can find out about these if you go to Astropedia, which if you press pause and you go over that little rocket, press, you can go to help on that. So yeah, there's 7 planets. And no, there's 5 planets and 2 moons. Each planet has a primary resource and a secondary. For example, right now we're on Sylvia. It's an easy planet, and our primary resource is sphalerite, which can be used to make zinc, and our secondary resource is malachite. Now, there's going to be multiple levels to this planet, Kyle. When we dig down 1 level deep, hello, gooey pancakes. When we dig down 1 level deep, you're going to find the primary resource, but then there's a big level, like several levels below that, and it's going to contain the secondary resource. However, the secondary resource you can actually find inside of mountains, just like this one right to our side. On the planet, you're going to find these plants, and some of them will kill you and hurt you. Like these ones will kind of harm you. They'll kill you off of a mountain, because these little assholes will kick you off and kill you from fall damage. There are no moving hostile threats. So there's not going to be like a monster that comes out and kills you. Not at all. Alright. Our first level of business is we need to start getting an auction network because we're stuck here. The best way to do this is you need to go find Compound. Compound looks like a bunch of little circles, little spheres joined together. And they're gray. Compound, resin, quartz, clay, graphite, and ammonium are found on every single planet. So yeah, resin, compound, organic, all those basic materials are found in every single planet. Now, when you press circle on your backpack, press D-pad left and right, you're gonna see it says like small canister or something like that. Now scroll and you're gonna see resources you can make with small items, right? For example, right now, I can make tethers. Right? You see how I can make tethers now? Press X, and there we go. Now remember how I said you could do some special stuff with your left slot? Look up until I press L1. Hey, it's a Halloween tether. This is a tether. This right here is going to become one of the most basic lifelines to the game ever. You basically almost can't survive without this. So, if a tether is connected to a power network, Kyle, it will actually give you power from your base. And it'll actually give you oxygen. So basically, I can now make a little pathway with these tethers and go as far as I want, as long as I have tethers to go far with. Get where I'm going?
Yeah.
Another thing to notice is that we're going to need these things called bytes. See how you just saw those bytes? So, look very closely at this little plant. See it? How it has little clown hats coming off the top? Or little tiny baby clown hat looking plants coming out the top? I'm further along, a little bit behind. But you could probably find one out over in this green area right here. Let's see, can I find one? These forests are very good to find plants like that. Huh? And there's an event going on where probably there's something involving trees. Oh. Here, follow me. You see this plant right here? Right about here. See it? How's these like little things coming off of it? Those are little research samples. You hold down triangle to scan them. The good thing is you want to scan them as fast or as many as you can, basically. Another variant, you'll see these plants. These plants will generate about 2 to 3 of these, and they will respawn. You okay?
Yeah.
See, yeah, it'll grow these like little tiny hats. You really want to research this, because you want to know why? If you press down circle, you go in your backpack, and you press pad, you're gonna find that there's this little thing on my screen. Now if you press L1 and R1, you're gonna scroll through these things. The backpack symbol, that's tier 1, that's tier 2, that's tier 3, and then that's tier 4. Now, for example, one thing we're gonna want is we're gonna need a medium printer. That takes 2 compound.
What noise?
Huh? Did you say something?
I hear like it sounds like someone playing shoot and pull in the background.
Vacuuming.
But maybe that's what it is.
Wait, okay, what do we need to do that? You gather resin, gather compound. We need 4 compound, 4 resin. And you're gonna realize that when you play with me, you're gonna get a messy ass base very quick. Whatever you do, be very cautious when going off of tethers when you're not oxygen independent. Because it is a very good way to die. Our first objective should be to make a vehicle. I already see some aluminum, or not some malachite off the distance. Yeah. I'm mining for resin. Sorry. It can get a little bit, the movement can get a little bit janky with terrain. My opinion, find a slope and just start spamming jump. Like this. Find a slope like that, just keep jumping. You'll get there. Yeah, our first goal should be getting the vehicle. There is no way we have exhausted this entire resin compound, resin thing.
I got a little bit more.
Come on. There should be some resin down here. Got it. I got a little bit. Just plug this up to be safe. There is fall damage, so do not go testing it. Do you know how to craft?
What about this mineral?
So that is, if you need to put it into what's called a research chamber, and then you will, oh yeah, to displace it, select it, and there you go. It fits on medium. There's actually 2 of them really close to each other. Yep, these are pretty good. We don't really have to bring them back to base. You can if you want. I'm getting some compound, that way I can make some more tethers. So you know how to make tethers?
Yeah, you might have to refresh me.
No problem. So you're gonna need a thing called 1 compound. I'll give you some compound to practice with. Now, when you open it up, you see how it has this little text? Press D-pad until you find tethers. And then it's gonna just go like that. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, be very careful. Try not to dislodge that. Imagine you dislodge it and it acts. What?
The tether.
Yeah, because you could accidentally get us killed if we're out and something breaks, which you should know when it happens. There's clay over here. We need to start going over here. I saw a gateway chamber. You see that, I can see it just the top of it. It's very faint. You see that little blue light in the sky? It's very, very faint. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh yeah, you're probably gonna find that. That's another research sample. Oh look, there's some more resin. You might get some organic. Try to keep as much as we can. We could probably use... We can use it as carbon. We're gonna find out real early, or... Yeah, you're definitely gonna find out real early that energy... Ooh, the Exo Farm event's going on. That's nice. What do we get? We got platforms. Okay, Kyle. So in the game, you're gonna get these platforms. For example, this. You see this, like, medium store? Sorry, this one's talking to me. You see this... So you'll see these platforms. Sorry. Anyway, so you see these little platforms. When you start getting bigger items, you're going to need to start using these. So, well, we're going to need a medium printer. Now, you might go to your backpack and try to print it, but you're going to have to do it from this. For example, a medium printer requires 2 compound to make, which is not that hard to build. It's just, you just got to print it like that. And it'll take a while to print. And done. You have 1 medium printer. Now, the small printer will print medium items. The medium printer will print large items, and then the large printer will print extra large items. So now we can print large items, like the large printer, we can print research chambers, you name it. I like how you're just like, what? You're probably like, what? I'm gonna do us a favor. I'm gonna get the large platform B. It takes 1 extra piece of resin to make, but it is the best platform ever, and I'll show you why. Or best large platform. Now you see this power cord? I want you to... Yellow is not as full as it should be. That... Hello, Gooey. That's my subscriber name. You see how there's red at that power right there? that means we're running at, you know, we don't have enough power. Now, when you don't have enough power, it won't really, it'll either shut off or it will continue, but here's the thing, it'll go slower. So this is only like 50% powered. I'm gonna make a medium generator. Or a small generator. This is a small generator, Kyle. To power it, you need one piece of organic, which is very common. See that little green stuff I just made? Are you okay?
Yeah.
He's falling his face. He might need to take a nap.
Yeah, I can tell. You take that
I'm not trying to like fall asleep or anything.
Do you need to go to sleep? You need to take a nap, man?
I might need to.
Honestly, I'm not gonna... Actually, yeah, wait for this. I'd better wait for this thing to print, which shouldn't be that long. You know, honestly, I think you might just need to take like a 15-minute nap or something. Trust me,
Yeah.
I get like that when I play games. Just take a 15-minute nap and it'll go away.
Do you want us to
Want you to, what?
like call you back after he takes up?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I definitely am gonna say take a nap. It's gonna go away. It's gonna make you feel a bit better. I might go eat my dinner. A little early, but who gives a crap.